So I have to, man. Okay. So I just woke up. This is one of the most epic mornings I have ever had in my entire life. Right now, I have three eagles flying about 40 feet away. Underneath one of the, four eagles, sorry. Underneath one of the clearest rainbows I've ever seen. Next to a ginormous shipwreck and a mountain view. Like, this is and I try to capture it on my camera, which I did, but it doesn't do justice. Four eagles just soaring underneath a perfect bow of a rainbow next to a ginormous shipwreck next to a bursting sunrise mountain view. This is literally one of the coolest mornings I've ever experienced in my entire freaking life. This is cool. I needed this. I really needed this. And I was really getting discouraged. There's been some serious rainstorms. Last night was just like a crazy rainstorm. Like wind blowing my van. I was like, am I in the ocean? Like it was brutal rain and all that. I had leaks, bad leaks. These vans were designed in a weird way where the water funnels down through one of the door jambs, and then as these vehicles age, there's just the water can come inside the vehicle. I thought I had fixed it, but the rain was just so heavy, like pouring, just like pouring, and so yeah, didn't it wasn't fixed. So I had a couple days ago, I had it was just soaked in here, man. There's just so much water in here. Windows were just dripping, like, and then I was like, oh man, I was freezing cold, sweat. Um, and I'm like, oh no, what have I done? Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe this is, I don't know what to do. I can't live like this. This wasn't why I decided to do this, to suffer, be freezing cold. So I reached out to my sister and my friend Amanda, and I just let my feelings be known. And then they both encouraged me and listened to me and helped me. Um, and the next day, after that soggy, shitty night, it was glorious. It was warm, sunny, so hot that it just dried my van out almost instantly. Then I went to the Canadian Tire and was able to just fix new bulbs for my rear tail lights. I resprayed, painted my propane tank. I was able to, from what I can tell, I finally fixed that leak, which was great because it rained like crazy last night and I don't see any water coming inside. So I'm pretty sure I fixed it. So I'm gonna double check. Then here's the kicker. So I was like, I need heat. I wish I could tell you how epic this is or show you. It just won't do any justice to even bother. Like a huge shipwreck, some kind of tanker ship just all right there, and then the mountains in the distance, and the sun blazing through, and then this huge bowing rainbow, and then there was these eagles, and then this flock of like 50 birds just going. This is what's up. Anyways, so I did those repairs, and then I'm like, I felt so much better. I did some repairs inside, kind of tweaked a few things, and I'm like, I got to figure this heat situation out. So I was going to go and buy this fan heater thing. The thing with the heaters is I gotta find a place to plug them in, and that's not gonna happen. I know of a few spots where there's plugs, but they can't handle large wattage. They can only handle some low wattage. So it's like, I was like, what am I doing? I can't be freezing cold and wet. So, anyways, I moved on with my day. Was gonna go to the gym. It starts freaking pouring, and the gym was closed early. I guess yesterday was a holiday for Thanksgiving or something like that. And so I'm like, dang it, now I can't go to the gym because I was gonna have a hot shower. And so I was like, well, I'm gonna go on a little adventure. And sure enough, just up the street, not just up the street, but like within 5 minutes, I found this epic spot with the shipwreck and the whole thing. And here's what I did. I'm like, well, I bought this van because it had a fridge, toilet, stove, and a furnace. And I had never tested the furnace. So last night, I'm like, here goes. I was very leery. Didn't really want to. I was just like, well, that's what I bought this van for. Was for the freaking furnace. That was the main one of the main reasons why I bought it. I'm like, what am I freaking out about? Cuz I'm like so lost right now trying to find myself again cuz I'm feeling so fragmented and so in a different dimension. And so I just really need to find myself again. And so hold on, there's just a girl here. I don't want to freak her out by me talking to myself. Anyways, the long and short of it is that I turned my furnace on and I'm like, please work, please work. Didn't work at first. Then I turned on the 12-volt system. The fan comes on. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's blowing. And I'm like, okay. I set the thermostat and everything, blowing cold air. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with this? It's blowing cold air. Something told me inside, go in the back and turn the valve. Go look for a valve in the back. So I go around outside of the van, open the back door, and sure enough, there was a valve right there. I turn the valve. Go back inside. Start the furnace again. It starts getting warmer and warmer and warmer till it's super hot. And I'm like, oh my lord, I have a gas furnace. Then I realized that's why I did this. I it's like I'm two different people right now. It's hard to explain. I'm like two different people right now. I'm this scared little kid, teenager, and then this beautiful, grown, solid, sexy man. And the younger aspect of myself is like ferociously angry and upset at the older part of myself because it feels unsafe. The older part of myself is usually was had become more dominant, but now this younger ego-ish younger part of myself has risen up a little bit because it's uh it's just the way that the personality is, and so I'm consolidating myself and balancing myself. And when that heater worked and the fridge works and the stove works and the water works, I just was like, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. And then I woke up to rainbows, eagles, and shipwrecks. It's one of the best coffees I've ever had that I made. Warm and dry. But yeah, don't know what to say. It's getting better. And I'm starting to look forward to this more. And I'm making music. It's really dope.